tubies out there today? Hey, anybody here? This is Psychic Bob. We are broadcasting live. I hope you guys are out there rocking it. Well, we should have a few people drifting in here. I know normally we do this at 7, but today I'm booked up for readings all day. So I'm coming to you guys live at 12 o'clock, and I should have put out the notice earlier. So my bad. Anyways, I hope some of you see this announcement go out and come into our chat room. Join us. Be part of our scene today. Psychic Bob would love to hang out with you and be part of the scene. Anybody out here today? We got anybody? Well, there's a few people coming in. Looks like we got 3 viewers. Yay, welcome 3 viewers. I messed everybody up. I changed up the schedule today, and I guess I just kind of threw everybody off. But we'll get people in here, and we'll be having some wonderful chit chat. I tell you, hey, like my shades, I'm in my shadesman. Since my hair is growing long, I kind of thought, well, I'm just going to be like hippified. Oh my gosh, there we got a lot of people coming in here. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see who else here. Debbie Webby's here. Laura Doss is here. Michelle J is here. Marie Renee Steuben Lopez is here. Yay. Stellar J, Jose A, Disturbed Gods, Miss Limitless, and Anixa, Stellar J. Anixa, am I saying your name? I can never say that name. Anixa, I like that name. It's just I got to say it right. Anyways, oh my gosh, what a great turnout we got. Wow, woo. KMH Television, yay. Shasta Habit, Ann Ruiz. Isn't this wonderful? Oh my gosh, Ruby's here. Gosh, we got everybody. Well, I tell you guys, I'm just so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome to Spirit Channel. I've been cranking Journey all morning, in between meetings. I got some important announcements. Before we get into that, I just, I've got this Journey song going through my head, Journey. So if you guys remember that song, Ask the Lonely, it's just been, this chorus has been going through my head all morning. When you're lost in deep despair, you just ask the lonely. When you're feeling love's unfair, you just ask the lonely. When you're feeling love's unfair. That song, I don't know, I can't get it out of my head. So I've been turning it up full blast. I hope my neighbors don't mind, but sometimes I just got to do it, Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys are here. I can't see the chat, so I got to take off my shades. Anyways, oh my gosh. Hey, Billy Knox here. Melissa B's here. T Rose Lover. Yay. Melissa B, first timer. Yay. Well, welcome, Melissa B. I'm going to be taking questions, so I'm going to try to get you a question today if you want a question, okay? Sue Alentis here. Yay. Laura Doss is here. Tina Sellens. Yeah, we're going to do blink meditation disturb, guys, just a little while. But I got a few important announcements before we get into all of that, okay? Yeah, good morning. Hi, T. Rose. Hey, Angela Locke's here all the way from England. Oh, my gosh. Is she there? We got any other British people in the house? Shout out to my peeps from Britain in the house. Hey, Bryce is here. Good to see you, Bryce. Kate Pigeon. Yay, wow. Oh, my gosh. This is so cool. Kate, I got to tell you, I don't know if I told you this before, but when I look at your icon here, it looks like you look like Jennifer Love Hewitt. Do you remember the actress? Your icon, I swear, looks so much like her. It's shocking. Anyways, hey, Selena is here. Yay. Hi, Selena. Good to see you. Kendra Church is here. Hey. Well, gosh, we got everybody here. Ruby's from Scotland. Yay. Love Scotland. Shout out to my peeps in Scotland. Is Amy Diana here? She's a friend of mine out of Scotland. You guys know Amy Diana. She's always here. Bela Claire, Laureen Edelson. Hey, Laureen, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Gosh, we got a great crowd joining in here. I am so excited that you guys are here. Kate, I swear you could be her sister. I'm telling you, you could be Jennifer Love Hewitt's sister. Eldon Williams. Hi, Eldon. Good to see you. Oh, my gosh. This is so cool. Guys, I have to tell you, I'm really sorry that I should have put out an announcement sooner about today because I know a lot of people are like, we didn't even know. Yesterday, I was not feeling well. The night before, I had a very, very bad incident with electronic harassment. I was really messed up yesterday. I couldn't even get out a video. And in between that, I still had readings to do. Luckily, once I got into my readings, I kicked in gear. But it was an intense day. So I'm sorry I didn't get out an announcement about today's show. And, I'm sorry that I didn't get this out out about noon. Some days on Tuesdays, we're going to do this at noon, and some days we'll do it at like 7 or 8. I'm trying to be consistent, but right now my reading schedule is so full. Hey, Cringeosaurus, it's good to see you. That I'm having to kind of adjust a lot of schedules to work with it all. So just hang with me, and, we'll make it all happen. Angela says, you don't have to explain about it. You're sweet, Angela. But I do. I feel I do have to explain because I want people to be able to be to my shows and to know what's going on. When I didn't put out a video yesterday, I got some panicked messages and texts, and people are like, where are you? Are you okay? I'm okay. I just needed a day off. Monday's actually my day off, but I ended up working this week just because the volume of people is so high. Anyway, speaking of high volumes and all things exciting, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, please call me as soon as you can. I'm filling up a few weeks in advance. My phone number is 703, it's right below me, 703-825-3929. And you can get in on my schedule for a private 1-hour reading. Now, my private readings are full hour, and it's you and me one-on-one. We cover everything, past, present, future. We study your soul journey, your auric energies. We look at your past lives. We look at your spirit guides, who's around you, what messages they have, And so, Nicole Shedd says, yay for the readings. We love you. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Nicole. Well, yesterday I did. I ended up having to work, which I don't mind because, I love what I do. Even on my day off, if I have to work now and then, it's not the end of the world for me because whenever I sit down to do readings, it brings me to life. And doing readings yesterday brought me back to life. So anyways, I had a good day despite the drama, and so anyways, if you want to get on my schedule, I do have readings. Actually, I think I'm filled the rest of this week, so probably next week is the earliest I can get you in. But if you wait till next week to call, chances you'll have to wait another week. So call this week if you want to get in a relatively soon time. Hey, Thomas Smith, good to see you. Oh, Kate, you are so sweet. Kate said, Bob's reading is the best I've ever had. So in depth. Thank you. Angela just right. Hi, Angela. Thank you, Kate. Angela, right. Private readings with Bob are amazing. You guys are so sweet. I honestly try to put the best effort I can into the work. Laureen Edelson, oh, bless your heart. Edelson, Laureen says, best reading of my life. Felt life altering. Thank you, Bob. Thank you to all of you. Thank you, Laureen. Thank you. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Angela. You guys are so sweet. It's a real honor to read for you guys. And I try to give the best I can because I think we've all been to psychics. You've probably had this. I hope you haven't had this, but chances are you might have, where you go to a psychic and they don't tell you anything. Like literally. I went to a psychic one time and the lady says, well, there's some job changes coming for you. And this is back in the days when I was still working a day job. And I was like, yeah, tell me about that. And she said, well, that's all you need to know. Like no time, no information. And she charged me like $50 just for that, for 5 minutes. That's not a proper reading. See, a proper reading, when you sit with somebody, I try to give you details, timelines, all of that, And so that's what I do. Thomas Smith says, all they do is use the cards. Yeah, this one was a tarot lady. And she couldn't even, now that I've studied tarot, back in those days, I didn't know tarot. I remember the card she pulled, and I thought, well, she was right about the job change. But, there's so much more she could have given me, Hey, Gary M's here. Gary, thank you. I agree. Sessions with Bob are thorough. Thank you so much. Angela says she's had a similar experience. So, that's what I do. I try as a psychic to give you the best. I wish I never had to charge anybody, but hey, we live in the material world. I have to pay the electric bill so I can be here with you guys. So anyways, yeah, if you want to get on my schedule, you need to call as soon as you can. 703-825-3929 if you want to get in, especially if you have a special thing like a birthday coming. You need to call me now because I'm already booking up. I have some people calling and already booking into July and August. So yeah, call me ahead. You can also write to me in my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Those links will all be below. Now, before we get into everything else, I got one more important announcement for you. And please listen up because I really need your feedback and your help on this. So many of you have been calling me and writing me and saying, I want to do psychic development classes. I am going to be in meetings this week with I'm interviewing a few different platforms to set up classes. The problem that I'm running into is it's like time or money, okay? So I'll find platforms that will say, well, you can have unlimited teaching, but you only get 20 minutes or 30 minutes a session. Well, I want something where I can teach at least an hour to 2 hours for a class and have 100 people in the class. So, Laureen, bless you, darn, $10 superstar. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. So anyways, I've got a few tech companies that are actually meeting all my criteria, and I'm setting up meetings with them. I've been on the phone this morning back and forth. So my question to you, well, two things. One, do you still want psychic development classes? And if you do, would you please do me a favor? Would you write to me at my official email and just give me a quick one-liner? Hey, Psychic Bob, I'd love to be in your class. Okay, you don't have to write a big 20-page thing. I want to get a count of how many people are interested. Yes, I am interviewing Zoom as well. I'm not going to give out all the platforms yet because I want to, anyways, I don't just want to give them all out yet until I'm sure what I want to do. So let me know if you're interested. Write me an email today. I need this today because I've got meetings later today and then tomorrow as well. So 703, email, I don't know what I'm doing, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Let me put it in the chat if you don't know what it is. So it's, I can't type and talk. All right, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Now, the way I'm planning on structuring the classes, and I want some feedback on this also. I was thinking for right now, making it an open class that people could just come every week. I'd probably hold it on the weekend, like a Saturday, for an hour or 2 hours. And what you would do is you'd have to register the week before, a few days or even the morning of. Register, and then you would come into the class at the time. I am going to have to charge for this because this is a specific skill. It's a professional development skills, and you can use this for those of you who want to go on into psychic work. And like my teacher told me when I was studying psychic development, I did pay for my training. And she said, Bob, everything you invest is an investment in yourself. And she said, your first year of working as a psychic, you'll make back all the money you spend. And it's true. I don't begrudge anything because I got great training and I'm so thankful. So yay, Kate Pigeon wants to do classes. Hey, Volcanic Ice. Yeah, I'm sorry. This was kind of last minute, but I appreciate you being here. I had to change because of my schedule. So Carolina R is interested. Kate's interested. Tina's interested. Be Leclerc. Wonderful. So what I'm thinking about doing is making it, well, let me ask you this. Do you want it just an open class that you can come each week as you're available, or do you want to buy it in a block? Like, would you like to buy a whole month? Like, you get 4 classes and then you register and you come every month, or do you want to keep it open? I think right now I'm trying to probably keep it a little open just because of people's schedules, but yeah. How much am I going to charge? Well, that's my next question to you guys, because I want to keep this in an affordable way. And I'm thinking right now, like $30 a session. So the class will it's probably going to be closer to an hour and a half to 2 hours, because I don't think I can get everything in each week in an hour. So let's say it's about an hour and a half of Psychic Bob. Would you guys be open to $30 for a class? You know, so let me know if you know, Miss Limitless says open for scheduling. Yeah, I'm setting up all of that too, Miss Limitless, how we're going to do the scheduling. So, yeah, so we'll figure all this out. But right now, I'm just trying to get a head count. How many people would be interested? Is it something you think you'd be interested in once a week? You know, thank you, Miss Limitless. Laura says, she said that's so reasonable. I'm trying to make this so more people can come. I don't want to charge like James Von Prague. I think he charges like $1,000 for training. He's so famous. I guess he can do it. I think that to go way high is just too much money because most people are struggling. And my goal is to help you learn. But I also have to, you know, on some level, I have to make a little money because I have to live. And my time is very, very spare these days. So, you know, so if I made it like $30 a class and I had a weekly class, you could come in, you know, as you want. You know, it'd be nice to have people be consistent, you know, have at least, you know, if I had 10 people at least a week, that would be great. But the platforms I'm looking at to being able to get up to 100 people in the class because I have a sense that it will grow over time. And I'd like to be able to have the flexibility and not being limited by numbers. So, you know, you guys are great. A lot of you said that they feel it sounds like Angela likes the $30. Michelle J says 30 for 1.5 is affordable. Okay, good. Well, thank you guys. That feedback really helps me because I hate to be about money. You know, I wish I could do it for free, but I just can't because I'm going to have to pay for the platform. I do have to pay for, you know, my assistant who's going to help schedule. I've got, you know, I have expenses that are associated. So PsychicBob's not getting rich off of this. This is mostly to cover the expenses and, you know, have a little bit so I can, you know, afford to be there with you guys, you know. I count 16 people. All right. Thank you, Miss Limitless. Wow, you're on top of that today. Woo. I'm not good with numbers, so thank you. So, yeah, so if you guys would follow up, those of you who are saying yes, I need you to please send me an email to my psychicbobhickman@gmail.com, please. Because this, when I'm in meetings with people, I need to give them an idea of what my volume has the potential to be, okay? If you know anybody who's not here today, and that, you know, would you please, you know, let them know, okay? You know, Sue Walenta says $30 is too much. Sue, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a price gouger. You know, how many days? Well, it would be ongoing at this point unless we structure it. I'm thinking eventually we may do like Psychic Development 101 and then have a separate course for more advanced people like Psychic Development 201. But right now, I'd like to just start with just seeing how it works with a general class and we'd start training. How many classes till complete training? Tina says, well, I haven't set that up. Right now, it's going to be ongoing and open. But we could do it as a structured way. So, you know, we're still playing with it, but I just want to see if there's even interest and if that price point is even reasonable for you guys or, you know. Carolina R likes the ongoing. Yeah, see, when I trained, I was kind of ongoing, you know. Yes, Laura Miss Limitless says, heck yeah, there's levels to develop. There are, and I think we will eventually get into that, but this is a kind of a complex thing to get set up. So right now I'm trying to keep it very simple. I'm working on setting up the ideal packages that you guys will just be able to go to one site, register, pay, and it'd be done. You don't have to, you know, go back and forth, a lot of complexity. So that's why I want to keep it very simple for now. And later on, we can expand it for those who want more, you know, like we may have special classes, like just a whole class, you know, on a specific skill, you know, or special events. So, yeah. So anyways, Okay, so Laurie Nettleson says evenings are better if possible. Okay. All right, well, we're going to look at all that. So if you have any specifics that you think are important I should know, you can throw that in your email as well, because that'll give me a gauge. All right. So we can talk more about that later, but we got readings to do. But before we do it, we've got to do our blink meditation. Okay. So thank you, Miss Limitless. Thank you. Hey, Amy 2572. Good to see you. All right. Angela, this time is good for people in the UK. Well, that's what I'm doing. I have a lot of British followers too. And so I'm trying to make this so it's more accessible. And I thought if I did it like on Saturdays at noon, most people don't work on the weekends, at least most that I know. And, you know, noon on a Saturday gives both continents time to be there. You see what I'm saying? So like noon US time on a Saturday is 5 p.m. London time, you know. And I think it's Sunday morning for those of you in Australia, you know. Rafe Turtle's interested too. Thank you, Loving Jesus. Loving Jesus says, not free, you have to pay bills too. Thank you for understanding, because sometimes people accuse psychics. They'll say, well, you all are all money hungry. All you do is want money. And it's like, I don't, you know, the money that I make as a psychic, if you research the rates, I'm actually average for most psychics. And most psychics who have done it, as long as I haven't had the media exposure, I have actually charged more. So I really am not about the money. It's just what I have to cover just to keep things running, you know. Oh, Kim's here. Hey, Kim Osborne, good to see you. Ooh, 18-hour shift. Well, boy, don't pass out on us. Good to see you. Volcanic ice, is it $30 for an entire hour then? Yes, that's probably the price range we're going to look at. $30 for a full hour. And it'll probably, to be honest with you, probably go a little longer because, you know, the way I want to structure the class is make it so that we'll have a lesson, we can have interaction. Hey, Amy Diana, I was asking about you earlier. Glad you're here. And then we can also, at the end of the class, you know, take questions. And also, I like to leave a little time to ask for people to ask some private psychic questions. So while you're developing, stuff in your life may come up also, and you need a little psychic help too. So I want to build that into the class as well. Thank you, Michelle J. Michelle J says, you have to pay bills like everyone else. Thank you for understanding that. And thank you, Amy 2572 says, you are authentic, Bob. Lady G says, something you can send a replay link also. Yeah, we're going to try to make it so that if you've paid for a class and you can't get in the class or you have to leave early for some reason, you can, you know, because you paid for it, you can go back and watch it later. So yes, okay. Yeah. JC, you're so sweet. JC says, comfort of home, no travel, no hotel costs, working with Psychic Bob, priceless. Oh my God, that's my new quote. I'm going to save that. Send that to me in an email, please. We're going to use that. I'm going to give you credit for that. That's wonderful. You know, thank you, Volcanic Ice. That's real money exchange value for the money. Thank you. See, I believe when we talk about money, like if I charged $500 a class, I probably would have people that would pay for it. But at that point, I'm only serving the wealthy. And I think that there are a lot of people, you know, when I started, and I just want to tell you, when I started out as a psychic, I was really poor. A lot of people don't know this, but I was homeless at one point. And when I had nothing, my teacher trained me for very little money. I still paid even when I was destitute. But the little money I paid, it was a real sacrifice for me, but it changed my life. And that's why I'm here today with you, because I had a teacher who made it so I could get the skills that I needed to change my life. So I'm not about gouging money. Yeah, I could easily charge $500 in class and people would pay for it, but I'm not doing that. So that's what I'm about. And Rafe Turtle likes the price too. Thank you, Rafe Turtle. Christina Espedita says, do you think we will learn a gift completely in one class? For example, Monday we do opening the third eye. On Tuesday, we would learn telekinesis, just examples. I think each class will focus on certain psychic areas, but I can't guarantee you'll learn it in one class. How we structure is going to depend because I think it's going to be ongoing. So I think we will revisit things, and it's going to be kind of that it grows, you grow your gifts as you go through. So you may not, we may focus on an area, but you may not master it in one class. Because honestly, I took classes for 5 years to develop. But throughout that 5 years, I kept growing and building on what I'd learned. So like I might have had a class on psychometry, but that hour I didn't master psychometry, but we would revisit it and we'd also build on top of it. And so the skills are kind of cumulative as you go along. That's how I learned. And I think for me, that's a really good way to learn. So I can't guarantee you that you'll be a master at it in one class. No. I think it does take time, and I have to be honest. You're not going to come to Psychic Bob's class and be an instant expert. I don't want to deceive you. I will teach you skills that will really amazingly, I think, help you and will, in some cases, and there will be cases, Krista, where you will master it. Like the first time when I was in training, I learned to do clairaudience, to hear spirit voices. Literally that day, I was hearing spirit voices. It amazed me. So there are times when you can, but you may not, but you'll still get a lot out of it, I think. I hope that helps, okay? All right, so let's do some meditation, okay? Thank you for your questions. If you have more, send them to me in my email. We'll try to sort that out, okay? But I want to know right now the interest level and if you think the pricing is good, okay? All right, so we're going to do our blink meditation. Now, for the new people here, welcome to our newbies. This is the concept behind this meditation. Now, here's a lamp, okay? Now, this lamp is like our body, okay? Our body has a shell, but inside of it, like this lamp, do you see that light bulb inside? Okay? Inside of you, there is a spirit soul, your true essence. And when we get in touch with that essence, like the lamp, we illuminate. And so this meditation says that we don't have to spend 6 hours to touch in, that it's already within us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to count from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we're going to visualize like this light bulb inside turns on, and our entire body, which is like this lamp shade, instantly fills with light. It's kind of a challenging meditation. A lot of you have been practicing it. But we're going to try that today, okay? So I want you to take your hands off the keyboard. And hi, Aaron. Aaron says, suggest 90-minute monthly drop-in classes, spotlighting an area's skill. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, that's a good idea. Well, we're going to talk about that, Aaron. So we're going to find ways to expand this and do it. But I like your idea. A special monthly 90-minute class would be good. All right. So thank you for that feedback, Aaron. I appreciate it. Okay. So we're going to blink meditate. All right. So for the new people, don't worry if you don't get this. It takes a little practice. But a lot of you here have been doing it and said now you can do it easily. And this is how like psychic development, because it takes practice. I always say you don't go to the gym and instantly become a muscle man or a muscle woman. You have to work a few weeks at it till you see the development. And the same with psychics, like working muscles. So if you don't do this today and you're struggling, don't worry. We're going to do it every week, okay? So I want you to settle down. We're going to just close our eyes for a minute. And as we close our eyes, I want you to follow your breathing, just gently in and out. And as we follow the breathing, I want you to let go of all the tensions of the day and enter into that place of silence and peace within. And as we follow the breathing, I want you to draw your attention down to the middle of the chest area. And inside of you, in the middle of the chest, I want you to try to visualize a little spark of white light just floating inside, a tiny little spark. And inside of you, in the middle chest, I want you just to focus on that light now. And we're going to count down now, keeping your eyes closed, staying within. We're going to count down from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we're going to explode that light so that it instantly fills our entire body with light, kind of like a lightning flash inside. Okay? So just focus on that little spark. And we're going to count down now. 3, 2, 1. Blink on. Ooh. I love it. Ooh. I tell you, that got me going. Did you guys feel that? You blinked on? Ooh. All right. If you didn't blink on, don't worry. You'll get to practice this again, because on Sunday, we'll do it again. On Tuesdays and Sunday, we do live streams here. Okay. And occasionally other times. Yay. All right. Stranger Things 77 says, yay. All right. All right. Thomas Smith. Thomas' question is, oops, hold on, Thomas. I've been trying to connect with Archangel Raphael. How can I hear him more clearly? Been trying meditation and automatic writing. Try to channel the answers to the questions I've been asking him. You know, Thomas, what you're doing is actually very good. One of the things that I got to tell you is don't strain. Don't try to force the connection, because what you'll find with spirit communication is that, and I don't say this irreverently, but in some ways, if you treat it flippantly, you actually end up having a better time at it and get the connection. So don't sit down and get all, I got to be so serious. Oh my God. Just say, hey, Raphael, you up there? Hi, I'm here. Hey, I need an answer. Thank you. And then sometimes that's all you need to do, and you'll just start. And then if you're not getting anything, just go about your day and don't worry about it, because once you send that signal out, they're obligated to respond. Now, they may respond later in the day. You know, like you might be walking outside your house thinking, well, gee, I haven't heard from Raphael. And suddenly somebody walks right in front of your house with a picture of Raphael on a t-shirt. See, that's a message, you know. So when you're seeking that communication, understand that it will come in many ways and forms, okay? It can be audible, it can be visual, it can be physically visual. And so I think what you're doing is good, but treat it really lightly and more casually rather than being intense about it. And I think you'll see what I'm saying, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, Stellar J just donated $9.99 to the show. Thank you so much, Stellar J, for your donation. Hi, Sigma, it's Jerry A. Oh, hi, Jerry A. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better. I'm keeping it open today. Any general messages from Spirit for me? Thanks again, and feel better. I am actually feeling a lot better today. Thank you so very much, Jerry. Thank you for your kind donation. You know, Jerry, I have to tell you, when I'm walking into your frequency now, I'm hearing two voices back here behind you. And I feel like these are like twin spirit guides. Isn't that funny? But, you know, they're twins in the spirit world. But I keep getting the name Amber around. Both of them are female. One is a girl named Amber, and the other one says Alexis. So they're two women in spirit, Amber and Alexis. And it's funny, they look like they're from the 1960s because they've got the long hair and they're wearing beads. They're kind of hippie-like, but they're really cool. And what they're saying is, they said, we're here to open Jerry's creativity. So Jerry, you're going to start to feel very inspired. You might want to start writing or even doing music or something creative. That's these guys, Amber and Alexis, and they're going to help you, because what they're saying is that right now you're at a point of transition here, and it looks like August is a big month for you. I think around August, from what they're saying, I hear them say, they said pushing Jerry along into the money pit. That's the way they put the money pit. So you're going to be doing something here that's increasing the finances around August. I feel like this might even be development of your own business. And I don't remember if you have your own business now, but I'm telling you, I think there's a business opportunity that's you're kind of in charge of in August. So Amber and Alexis are coming in to help you. And they're back here, and they're funny because they're flipping coins in the air. Whenever my spirit people flip coins, it's to get my attention. And they're both flipping coins as a way to tell me, you know, that money's coming for you. So you're going to see growth. August seems to be very significant around this. call on Amber and Alexis. Okay. Thank you for your donation. Blessings to you. Okay. Yenny Yen. Hey, Yenny Yen. Hi, Bob. My daughter has this strong medicine smell in her bedroom out of the blue. Do you see that it's an entity causing? Blessings to you. Yeah, Yenny Yen, I got to tell you, it is. There's an old lady. It smells to me like Bengay. I can smell it psychically. And it smells like a combination of Bengay and some other arthritic thing. It's a woman actually around her. I keep getting the name Mary around this, and it's a lady, I believe. I don't think this is anybody you know. I think this is an earthbound soul. She's not going to hurt your daughter. She's just kind of senile. She's somebody who passed with senility. So she's not fully awake. Once she goes to the light, she'll be awake. But she had a husband who predeceased her. The name, let me get the name, Carl. It's Carl. Fletcher just said Carl. The name is Carl is her husband. So I want you and your daughter say, Carl is over at that doorway. Now she, as a spirit, can see the door of the spirit world. Tell her to go to the bright doorway where the lights. Tell her Carl's there. That will cross her over. Okay. But yeah, that's Caesar. Her name is Mary. Her husband's Carl. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Miss Limitless. Hi, Laura. $5.55. Thank you so much. Working with new energies on productivity and creativity. Any messages from spirit or energy insights to share? Blessings and gratitude. Thank you for your donation. By the way, I want to say right now, if I forget to say thank you for your donation, please, I am not trying to be offended, but when I read, my logical mind shuts down because I have to tune to my spirit mind. And so I don't always have the politest protocols. So if I ignore you and don't say thank you, think he's rude, didn't even say thank you. I don't mean to, but thank you. Miss Limitless, I got to tell you, one of the things that I'm getting right now around you is you've got literally people singing. I'm getting music around you. And I think that there are angels who are singing to raise your vibration. Watch the month of July because it looks like there's some sort of contract with entertainment. This may have a connection to like film studio, but what's weird is I'm getting a connection with you doing something with media in July. And it's like almost like you get contracted to help on some sort of production aspect, whether that's creating music or soundtrack or voiceover work. I'd like you to explore media work where Fletcher just said voiceover is very strong around you. So where you could, like, for example, do radio commercials, like that's a voiceover type work, or television voiceover, or even movie voiceover. You've got a voice. Spirit was highlighting your throat chakra here. And I think July is about connectivity and definitely stuff that has a media element. So be open to that. That's where it's leading you. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so very much for your question and donation. All right. Sunny22. Hey, Sunny22. Bob, are there any messages from James or Michael for me? Thank you so much. I have to tell you, Sunny, I'm not getting messages today from either of those names, but I am getting somebody back here named, it's a female named Lenny. I think her name was Lenore, but she said, I'm Lenny. She died in the 1970s, and she loves to smoke cigarettes. I think she died of lung cancer. But Lenny said, oh, over here it doesn't hurt me. I'm still addicted, but she said that she's being put in training as a spirit guide. So Lenny's coming in here to help you, and she wants you to know that she's here to kind of, the word she says is to get you going. And it looks like you're coming into a time here where there may also be some work issues coming up. They're asking me to talk to you about mid-July, so around the 15th. Lenny said, I know everybody, I know how to talk to everybody. She said, I'm very persuasive. So if you have anything you want to do in work, either promotion or moving forward, trying to get some extra money, call on Lenny because she's going to be in the background literally talking to kind of influence people to do that. And that's what the spirit people do. Sometimes when we need help, they're literally around us influencing people. The people you influence don't realize that their spirit's talking to them. but it gets their mind in the right place. So call on Lenny. Okay, thank you so very much. Oh, Yenny Yen, thank you for your donation, $9.99. Thank you for the spirit insight. My intuition told me it was earthbound too. So there you go, Yenny, you're right on with it. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. You know, when we do our psychic development, we're going to try to do, training where literally you can do readings for each other and test your skills. And some of you I'm going to pull in front of the class. Don't worry, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But some of you I'm going to make you do some readings. So it's going to be a little tough. There are going to be some lessons you're going to learn, but it'll be good for you. All right, Bryce, $15. Thank you, Bryce. That's very kind. Thank you. Everything has been great since our reading, Bob. I have been working on my spirit hearing. If my guides upstairs can't hear me, tell them thank you. I am so thankful, Bryce. Well, listen, I want you to keep doing what we talked about because you're definitely opening. It's interesting because I'm getting a shaft of orange light now that's coming down into you, and I'm hearing music on it. And I think the spirit's actually going to be bringing you music as well, besides spirit voices. So listen for tones, because I think that that's going to be kind of an area where they're opening up for you. But you are most welcome. I'm so honored to read for you, and thank you for your kind donation. Okay, so yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and I think you're on a good path. I want you to watch here because I really feel like this month is a very powerful turning month. I think by the end of June, you're going to feel a lot more regularity with that connection. But it's like I said earlier, you got to go to the gym and work out. Well, you got to do your psyche workout. So keep doing what you're doing. I think your energy looks great. Okay. Thank you so much for your question. Blessings to you. All right. Next person, Kate Pigeon. Oh my gosh, $4.99. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me regarding a love interest? Thank you. Well, Kate, I have to tell you, that's funny you asked that because earlier today when I was talking, you said you reminded me of your picture looks like Jennifer Love Hewitt. I heard Fletcher said love is important. And I didn't say that at the time, but now I understand. So you are definitely at a place of growth in the love area. I want you to watch because I feel like there's somebody that's already around you or you're talking to. And if this hasn't happened, it's about to happen like this, literally this week. Because I feel like whatever happens this week, it's like that's moving you forward. So if you've got your eye on somebody, because I feel like there's somebody you're already talking to, and there's this little flirtation, and I think the guy's a little shy, and I think you want to just step up your game and just say, hey, when are we going to get together? Or, how do you feel? I feel like you're in a place right now where the directness, at least in this upcoming week, is going to be important. So if you got your eye on somebody, don't be shy. Just lay it out there on the line and say, I like you. Let's spend more time together. Because I think that you're in a place where you're drawing people, and I feel like energetically you're in a place where you're drawing people to you. I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm getting a guy here that has like dark hair. It's kind of thick, might be parted on the side, or maybe even be a little military. It's kind of short, the thick hair, dark hair around you. I don't know if you've met him yet, but if you haven't, you will this week. And I feel like this guy is really just fun. And that's the thing I want you to focus on. Be open to fun, because I think that you're going to have a lot of joy in love now. And I think it's more about laughing, having fun, and being open to kind of fresh starts. Okay, so this week is a very important week. Be open to new beginnings there. I hope that helps a little bit, darling. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Oops, somebody went by I wanted to get. Hold on, guys. They're flying by. We got so many people here today. Wow. All right. Where'd they go? Hold on a second. All right. Marie Renee Steuben Lopez. Dear PsychicBob, please help. Could you step in and check if there are any messages from Dogda regarding the dream I had 2 days ago of Cerberus and the wolves on attack mode towards me? Thank you. You know, I had to tell you, when I'm stepping into your frequency, I do hear Dagda speaking. Dagda's around you as a protector. And what I'm hearing is that what happened is you were drifting into the lower astral realm. Dagda says they were trying to raise you to the higher sphere, but you were a little confused. I think what happened is that you were not fully integrated into a transition. That dream was actually you leaving your body. You were doing what we call it was an actual astral projection. But what happens when you first leave the body is you're at the lower spirit realms, and sometimes when you get stuck there, that's where all the scary stuff happens. So what you want to do is ask Dagda to pull you up faster. And I believe they were calling to you, but you got overtaken by fear, and so you didn't hear the calling. But Dagda says that you're not in danger, that you were just on the lower astral. Okay. So tonight before you go to bed, say, Dagda, move me through the lower astral quicker, because I don't want to stay around there. And you will move quicker. Okay. All right. I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you so much. Angela Locke. Hey, Angela. Hi, Bob. Shall I change my estate agent or stay with the one I have? Fletcher says change. That's from him. He said the person you've got is dragging their feet. They're not being proactive. So I think it's time to move on to somebody new. Okay. I keep seeing a female that you're working with. She seems like she's very high energy. She might be a little grating on the nerves, but she's a mover and a shaker. So even if she talks a lot and talks 100 miles an hour, she's like somebody you should go with. So the lady has blonde hair. I think she's local to your area. So I want you to look. I literally feel like this is like, okay, like the agent that you're with, this would be like their competitor, like whoever the agency is that competes against them is the one. And this lady's for like, so go for a different firm as well. Okay. But yeah, I do see you needing to move on from that. Okay. I hope that helps a little bit. All right. And do it now. Don't wait, because I think that you're a very powerful turning point. All right. Coco Janelle. Thank you for your question, Angela. Coco Janelle. Hi, Bob. Should I pursue criminal justice? You know, Coco Janelle, I would let me say yes, but I'm going to caveat that. I think you should pursue criminal justice, but more along the lines of criminal psychology. I think that you have a real skill with working with people and studying the criminal mind, like being one of those investigators type that work with like criminal profiling, serial killer profiling, like things like that. That's where I think your talent lies. I don't think you should do criminal justice in the sense of like working for the police in just like an officer capacity. I think you're really at a higher level, much more like FBI level, criminal profiling, criminal psychology. So yes, with that caveat. Okay. I hope that helps. By the way, I didn't mean to imply that being a police officer was low, because I know somebody's going to be upset. What I just meant for in Coco's case was that they're different specialty areas. So I wasn't saying that that's higher than a police, because we need the police too. It's all valuable, but that area. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings. Puppy Babaji's here again. Hi, Puppy Babaji. $5 donation. Hey. Any messages for my grandfather, Michael, or name of my guardian angel? Puppy Babaji, hold on. Doris is back here. Hi, Doris. I can hear my other guy, Doris Stokes. Yeah, she said your grandfather's back here. He said that he came to you last night. He's here today because he literally visited you in your sleep last night. I don't know if you remember a dream from him, but he literally came into the room and spoke to you. And he's asking me to tell you that he said, I'll come again tonight. So he said he wants you to talk to him literally in the bedroom and say, come and visit. I give you permission. And he said that he will come each night for the next week if you allow him. So tell him that you want him to visit, and you're going to start to feel his presence. I get the sense some of this will be while you're awake even. Like you may feel him physically enter the room. You may see like the curtains move. That's him. He's there. And he said that he's going to also throw paper beside the bed. I don't understand. He's like talking about like throw a newspaper. I think when he was alive, towards the end of his life, he would read a newspaper and throw it like he'd try to put it on the stand, but it would fall on the floor. So you might suddenly find paper or a newspaper on the floor, and that's a sign that it's him as well. Okay. But yeah, he's around you and asked me to bring that. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your question. Tina Sellens. Hey, Tina. Good to see you, darling. Hello, Lord Bob. My third eye has been acting up, wondering what's going on. Thank you and blessings to you. Yeah. You know, Tina, when I'm stepping into your frequency, what I'm getting is I'm getting what I call multiple circuits going. What's happening is your third eye is not being consistent because you're getting what I call sensory overload from multiple circuits. Right now, because of all the upheaval across the world, a lot of psychics are feeling like weird energies, and I feel like it's literally blocking some of your receptors. I would encourage you to get black tourmaline to pull that energy away from your third eye. Wear it down towards your chest area, like put it on a pendant and wear it, and then pull that energy down. And that will help with the third eye. And I would say use lapis, the blue stone, lapis lazuli, to raise the energy around that. Also, Tina, I have to tell you, I'm getting a second thing here. I'm hearing sounds in one of your ears, so I think your clairaudience is expanding. Sometimes when another psychic sense comes in, it also will slow down one of the others. After about a month, well, actually, it'd be less than a month in your case, but probably about 2 weeks, it should all start to balance out, okay? I don't see this as a long-term thing, but that's where it's coming from. I hope that helps. All right, get those stones. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, Melissa B's here. Hey, Melissa B. $4.99 donation. Thank you so much. Hi, Bob. Newbie here. Any messages for my grandpa, Lenny? Do you feel any children in my future? Hey, Melissa B. Let me tell you here. Let me see who's here. Is Doris still here, Fletcher? Doris is my other spirit. I have multiple spirit guides. One's Fletcher back here, and the other's Doris, for those of you who don't know who I'm talking to. Yeah, she's a getter for me. I don't see her. Doris, are you there? This is from Melissa. Yeah, do you have anything from her grandfather, Lenny? His name is Lenny. Hold on just a second. I think he's back here. How interesting. Your grandfather's back here. And he said, oh, I can't believe I've already been able to do this. Melissa, he says that this morning, he said he's the one who gave you the inspiration to be here. He said, I wanted to say hello. And he said, I sent a message psychically to her. He said, I didn't know I could do that. Because he said when he was alive, he says, when I was alive, I couldn't really do this. And I wasn't into it. And he said, since going to spirit, he said, now I'm realizing how energy flows. So he said he wanted to talk to you and he sent the message. So yes, he's here for you, okay? He wants you to know that he's fine. And I get the sense here at the time of his crossing, it's almost like he couldn't even walk. He was like bedridden because he said, oh, I'm having long walks now in the spirit world. So I'm really happy to be able to report to you that he's in good health and asked me to tell you that he's the one who brought you here. And he's also holding up a beer stein. I don't know if he collected beer steins or he liked to drink beer, but he's drinking beer from like a fancy beer mug in the spirit world. So he just hold it. That's all he's showing. He said, I'm sipping some. So, you know, if you like beer or he liked beer, maybe you'll get some beer, put it out as an offering for him, okay? In terms of children, there are 2 children in your future, but it's still about 2 years out. And it looks like there might be twins coming in about 2 years. But there'll be a boy and a girl. They won't be identical. They'll be fraternal twins. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Oops, hold on a second. Luis L. Do the spirits have any messages for me regarding my job? Hi, Luis. You know what I get around you is that you're ready to move on. Now, whether you do that as staying where you are seeking a promotion or you literally leave, I think that this next 2 months for you it's all about moving on. So I'll just be honest with you. I don't think you should stay where you are because I feel like you've got more talent and I don't think that you're getting to use it. Now, if you want to stay in that job, I think you'll be secure, but for your self-satisfaction, I don't think it's where you need to be. I think you should work at a higher level. I'd seek something either management or go to a different company. But I think that, July and August for you, it would be very easy to do a transition. And I think that unfortunately, where you are right now, they're not necessarily recognizing your talent or giving you a lot of room for growth. So I hope that helps a little bit, but start focusing on moving on. July would be very easy for you to do that. Okay. Thank you so very much. I appreciate your questions. All right. Oh my gosh, so many questions. All right. Tina Sons, thank you. Hit that like button, please, and blessings to you all. Thank you so much. Yeah, please give me thumbs up because, YouTube is trying to still hide me away from everybody. I don't know why. They having a vendetta against me. Daria McGuire. Hello, Bob. Thank you for coming on here and doing YouTube Live. Spirit messages for me, please. Hey, Daria. Daria, listen, I got to tell you, my guide back here, Doris, is talking to me. And Doris says that you have deep connection to spirit. It goes back to childhood. It runs in your family line. Actually, I think your mother, your grandmother, your great grandmother, it's like goes back on your mom's side. Everybody's tuned into the spirit world. And so you have a lot of psychic gifts. And right now you're at a place where if you wanted to start to open, that'd be very easy for you. Okay. So I want you to focus right now on your third eye because I feel like you're getting visions. Like I'm getting dreams, but I'm also literally getting people like physically that you're getting glimpses of light or orbs or like shadow people. I'm getting a lot of motion physically around you. So work on third eye. Third eye is a psychic energy center, literally right where my finger is here. And you visualize like a ball of blue light opening and expanding, and use it like a television screen. Go into it. You'll start to trigger that. Okay. Also, I'm getting a voice back here. Somebody's talking to me. There's a guy talking to me. I think this is a relative that's connected on your father's side, but it may go back here. But I'm getting a man, and the name sounds like Darren, D-A-R-Y-N, kind of like your name Daria, but it's a Darren, D-A-R-R-E-N. And I may be a little off. Could be a friend of your father's or friend of the family, but I'm getting a Darren back here in spirit on the father's side. It's reaching out just to say hello. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your question. Blessings to you. T. Rose Lover, oh my gosh, $10 donation. Thank you so much. Hi, Bob. Thank you for all you do. I've had a swollen leg and torn meniscus in my knee. Oh, I feel for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Will the doctor be able to help me today? Yeah, I keep seeing you getting a really great inflammatory medicine. They're going to up your meds. And I think you should take it. I feel like there's also an issue here, like they're doing, I don't know if they're doing this today, but I keep seeing laparoscopic, is that the word? Where they go and they make a tiny little hole, only about the size of a pinpoint. And if they want to do laparoscopic repair, I would say let them do it because I feel like it's going to clean it out and just like take all that pressure off of that. So I feel like you need to go and go now, yes, today, and it will be successful. I don't see any complications. And I think you're going to be like, damn, that was like easy. It's like, as scary as it sounds, you're going to come out saying, God, I feel better. Even with the pain and swelling after the surgery, you'll still be 100 times better. So don't be afraid of it. Go for it. It's what you need to do. Okay. I wish I could say you didn't have to have it, but I do see it. And you'll rock. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, Apple Goblin. Any messages? Thanks. Apple Goblin, I have to tell you, I'm getting some guy back here, and he says I'm Master Yamada. Master Yamada is his name. He's a Japanese man. He's like a Zen master. And he's telling me to tell you, he says to remind you to come back to your grounding and your center. Kind of feel like you've been going through a period where you've been feeling like you're kind of being pulled this way and that way. And Master Yamada is coming in to remind you of the centered power of Zen meditation. So you might want to get a book on Zen and start researching that and call him Master Yamada. Okay. Thank you so very much. Blessings to you. Carolina R. Hi, Carolina R. Any messages for me? Thank you and blessings. Carolina, I'm getting a man back here. Hold on. Who is this? Okay, he gives me a name of Thomas. He said he's a spirit guide to you. And when I'm looking at him, he has a really thin tie. Do you remember in the 60s how these people, men wore really thin ties? I think he's from the 1960s. He said, you got it. Okay. And he says in the 1960s, he said he was a medium. He was into spiritualism and mediumship. And he said that he's coming in to help you. And he said, I just gotten into it. He said, and then I died. He said, of course, I got the ultimate lesson by going to the spirit world. So he said, would she let me help her? So he wants to help you open to your psychic ability and your psychic gifts. Okay, so he's around you and asked me to bring that. Thank you so much. All right, next question. Carol Hutchingame. Will I get my house? You know, Carol, I have to tell you, don't hate me today, but I'm getting a delay around that. So if you mean, will I get it like this week or in just the next week or two, I'm getting delay around. I got to be honest. I do feel that you'll get a house, but I'm not getting it till in July. And I feel at that time you'll be in a better position. I kind of feel like the mortgage broker that you're looking at is being a bit of a stickler, and I just get the word delay. So you may have to look at another option, another broker, another bank, because I feel like even if they do offer you mortgage terms, it will not be good terms. So I think you may have to shop, but I do think in July you'll be able to do that. Okay. I hope that helps a little bit. I'm sorry to have to say that, but you know, I'm brutally honest in my readings. And I always tell people, I say, I know some days you may not like the message I give you, but you'll be thankful you heard it eventually. So I wish I could say, yeah, you're going to get it this afternoon, but I see delay. But let that be in your advantage, because what I'm being shown, Carol, is that in July, you'll be glad you waited. Okay? So much. Thank you so much for your questions. All right. Hold on. Oops. Just flying by here. Hold on a second. Kim Osborne, thank you for all you do, Lord Icy, blessings. Kim, thank you for being here. Listen, I got to tell you, I'm getting a lot of green light around you, and that tells me that the healing power is really taking. I don't see corona around you, thank God. We already went through that before, but I just want to confirm again for you that I do see a lot of healing. I keep getting the name Ken around you, or Kenny. And forgive me, I don't know if that's somebody that you know, but I'm picking up a voice name. This is somebody in spirit, I think, actually. It's not a relative that's on earth. But I'm hearing somebody say, Ken is back here, Kenny. And I feel like this may be related somehow to you or to your children. But I'm getting the voice Ken. He said, Kenny's back here. I'm looking after things, being a protector. Okay, so just a spirit shout out for you from Kenny in spirit. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, I just saw what time it is. I'll do a few more and then I'm going to have to wrap it up. Laura Doss, any messages from my mom? I really miss her. Hi, Laura. Good to see you. Let me step into your frequency. Hold on just a second. Doris is back. Hi, Doris. Yes. Oh, this is Laura, your mom. Doris just brought her through for me. See, you know, I love my guide, Doris. She does all the hard work. But your mom is back here. And she said, I've been waiting patiently to tell her that I'm here. And she said she's so happy to reconnect with you. She wants you to know that she's fine. And she said, there are other family members who are worried about me. And she says, I'm doing just fine. No worries. So she's in the spirit world. She's asking me also to talk to you here about the end of this month. And she says, don't worry about the financial situation. She said, it'll be taken care of. So it looks like there may be some bills that you have to pay that are kind of a struggle right now. One of these may be connected to like a car issue or something. But your mom says, don't worry, I'll take care of the financing and the money around it. So you are going to get some help with some bills. Keep talking to her. And the end of this month gets things kind of fixed for you. So don't worry, she's helping from spirit. Isn't that wonderful? Because the spirit people really will come in and help us. We just got to invite them in and talk to them. Okay. Lucy Slay. Hello, Lucy. Thank you for your question, Laura. I hope that helps. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Lucy Slay, any messages from the spirit world for me, Bob? Lucy, this is going to sound funny, but I'm getting fae around you, which are fairy people. I'm literally getting like all these lights spinning around you. And I think you have a natural connection to the fairy realm. And I'd like you to do research on working with fairies, particularly fairy magic. One of your past lives was actually in Ireland. And I believe it was like in the 1100s. And you were actually like the village witch. You used to work with fairies. And you do offerings to them. And you have a real deep soul connection. And you've been several lifetimes with Fae assistants, but they're around you. I'm like getting them spinning here. They dart so fast, it's like hard for me to see them, but yeah. So there's one fairy that's like one of the lead fairies. And what's funny is she looks a little bit like Tinkerbell, Tinkerbell from Disney, but it's not Tinkerbell, but she's like about, 3 or 4 inches high. And she's like literally sitting here right beside your head speaking. So you may start to hear these Fae people. She gives me the name. Now, the name sounds really strange, but the name sounds like Disa, D-I-S-A, like Lisa, but with a D. She says, I am Disa. So Disa is going to be the name of one of the Fae people that work with you. And so do some research on fairy magic and on working with the Fae. I think you're going to find that opens up an amazing amount of blessings for you. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, guys, listen, I am out of time. Psychic Bob is on a full schedule again today. So this is just the world we live in. But I thank you for being here. Thank you for your openness to my classes. Again, if you haven't done so, please send me an email. Tell me if you're interested in psychic development and what you think about it. At my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. That link will be below. Also, if you want to get on my schedule for a private session, please call me as soon as possible. I'm filling up a few weeks in advance. So if you want to get in, I still have a few openings for this next week. I think I'm pretty much already full the rest of this week. So it'll probably be next week, but don't wait till next week to call because I'll be filled by then. So call this week if you want to get in. 703-825-3929 is my number. I am looking forward to it. Listen, guys, thank you for being here. I love all of you. I hope today you've enjoyed this. And I look forward to being back here. Tomorrow is Wednesday. What's that? Wiccan Wednesday. We'll have something fun. I'm not sure yet. I'm still working on a few things for that. But be here. We'll have something magical and fun. You guys rock. I love you. Love you all. Thank you for being here. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may all of you always blessed be.